Hey there folks, good morning and welcome. My name is Tom Rigsby from TomRigsby.com. This is 7 Minutes in the Morning. We're continuing our conversation this week about burnout. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. Well, good morning folks and welcome. This is 7 Minutes in the Mornings, where you can get your daily dose from the business coach. That's me. My name is Tom Rigsby. You can find out more about me at TomRigsby.com. So this week we're talking about burnout. It's a very important topic to me personally for business owners. It's one of the single greatest reasons why businesses fail is because the owner loses the fire that they had for the business when they started. I want to help you keep that fire, find the success you were looking for when you started that business. Now yesterday we talked about finding your focus as a way to mitigate or even recover from burnout if you're already in the throes of burnout. Today, I want to talk a little bit more about a topic I touched on yesterday, which is delegating. Now, it would seem obvious that the first thing necessary in order for you to delegate is to have a team. And remarkably, that's one of the hardest things for business owners to do, is go hire somebody to help with their business. I think that it's because, and I can say from my own experience, I had a hard time with it because I believed nobody would do the work the same way I would. So let me go ahead and remove that objection from your plate right now. You are absolutely correct. Nobody is going to do the work the same way you would. They don't have the same skin in the game. They don't have the same motivations that you do. So to expect anyone to work your business with the same level of intensity, motivation, dedication that you do is an unrealistic expectation. So now that we've got that out of the way, we know that that's not going to happen. Let's look at what could happen. If you find somebody to add to your team, they might be better at doing that specific task than you are. Now let's talk for just a minute about those tasks, right? For example, yesterday I used, for example, editing video and the audio for my podcast. That's not where I add the greatest value for you, my listeners. So I stopped doing that. I found somebody whose expertise lied in editing video and editing the audio. Now, they do a much better job at it, and I might add, a lot faster than I do, because that's what they know how to do. That's what their passion is to make the best video and the best audio possible. My passion is to deliver the information to you, so they're helping me achieve my goal by performing the work that they love, and that enables me to spend more time doing the work that I love. Okay, so when you find somebody on your team, find somebody for your team that you can delegate your work to, a couple of things might happen. One, you might actually see an improvement in the quality of the work. Because if it's not the work that you love to do, you're not going to put your best effort into it. And second of all, you're going to see that you get time back to perform the tasks where you add value. Now, how do you know which tasks to delegate? That's a question that I get a lot. That's a great question. The easiest way to identify those tasks is to look at your to-do list. And you might have to write it down. I mean, you may have been doing this for so long that you've got those tasks locked away in that mental vault, and you just know what your purpose and your routine is every week. Look at those tasks that you perform week after week after week. If it's just something that you do, it doesn't add value to the customer, it doesn't add value to the business, it's not particularly difficult now that you've figured out the process, those are great tasks to target for outsourcing or to delegating to somebody else on your team. For example, we'll go back to my video example, right? I do that week after week after week. It's not that complicated, especially for somebody who is an expert in doing it. So it's something that I can hand off to him. He enjoys doing it, and it gives me that time back. But it's something that I identified because I do it week after week after week. Same with the audio, same with blog posting, and getting the content up on the website. That's something that I can have somebody else do, and all of that time, 30 minutes here to edit this audio and an hour here to edit this video, it's not, it doesn't seem like that much time. When you add that up, that's 10 hours a week. What could you be doing if you had an extra 10 hours a week? You could add more value to your business. Maybe you could spend more time with friends and family. You might even get to take Saturday off, right? Those are the kind of things that make a huge improvement in your quality of life. They help you avoid burnout, or if you're in burnout, they help you get out of it. Now, here's the hard part. Actually handing the work off to somebody else. Now, we already talked about how nobody's going to do it the same way you would. You just have to get over that, right? You can set expectations. You can begin small and let them work up to a level where you are. When I started having someone edit video, I couldn't afford the premier Hollywood editor that charged $100 an hour to do the video editing, and frankly, I wouldn't use them anyway. They're not the right person for what I want to do. But as you begin to put time back into the business, you'll see results coming from the business that will then enable you to put more into creating content, finding better contractors, paying for training for your team so that they can get better at doing the work. So delegating work, getting things off of your plate, that's a key consideration. That's what's going to give you your time back. That's what's going to relieve you from that level of exhaustion that you're feeling, which is one of the key indicators of burnout. Now, the first 2 days of this week, Monday and Tuesday, I have asked you to send me an email with your situation so that we can cover it here on the show and talk about it. I'm not going to call you out by name. I'm not going to talk about you individually, but we will talk about your circumstance because there may be other people that are in exactly the same place you are. And by having the courage, we talked about courage last week, remember, by having the courage to step out and share your situation with others, you will find help for yourself, and you might be able to help someone else. So I encourage you to go ahead and do that. Send me an email, tom@tomrigsby.com. I look forward to getting those. We'll incorporate those into Friday's show, so be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow we're coming back with another topic on burnout, how you can avoid the burnout that might occur as a business owner, and if you're already in it, how you can get out of it. I hope you're finding some value and finding these episodes helpful. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me an email and let me know that if you are. Until tomorrow, my name is Tom Rigsby, and I am your business coach.